Hey, this is James Paul White, and today I am very excited. We are starting the brand new series about the prophecies of Jesus. Now let me explain why this is so important. There's an article here on Bible Timelines Online. Is Jesus for real? Mathematical proof. So they're quoting a math and astronomy professor, Peter W. Stoner, who said if there were just 8 prophecies, just 8, and I'll read off 8 of them. Is the time of his birth, see Daniel 8 and 9, chapter 8 and chapter 9. He would be born in Bethlehem, Micah 5:2. He would be born of a virgin, Isaiah 7:14. He would be betrayed for 30 pieces of silver. That's Zechariah 11:12. He would be mocked. Psalm 22, verses 7 and 8. He would be crucified. John 3:14. He would be pierced. Psalms 22, verse 16. And he would die with the wicked, but he would be buried with the rich. That's Isaiah 53:9. Just for those 8 prophecies alone to all come true, the odds are 1 in 10 to the 17th power. Now, if you added only 8 more prophecies for a total of 16, the odds would be 1 in 10 to the 45th power. Now, for just those 8 prophecies, I want you to imagine, it says here, if you were to cover the entire state of Texas in silver dollars 2 feet deep, and then expecting a blindfolded man to walk across the coins, he would find the one red coin out of that entire pile. That's impossible. Statistically, that's impossible. But that's exactly what Jesus did. But there are over 300 prophecies about Jesus. We're only going to talk about 55 in them in the next coming weeks. Please, on Wednesday, go to the podcast. So I will do a section. There's 4 main parts. We're going to talk about the prophecies about Jesus' birth, Jesus' ministry, Jesus' death and resurrection, and Jesus' role in the church. So today, we're going to talk about one of the prophecies about Jesus' birth. It says in here, the nations will be blessed through Abraham's lineage. That's the prophecy. The verse is Genesis 12:3. It says, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. See, not only does this apply to Jesus, but if you think about it, between Christians, Muslims, and Jews right now, that's over 4 billion people. And all 3 religions claim Abraham as their lineage. That Abraham is in their lineage. Now, the fulfillment is in Acts 3, verses 25 and 26, which says, You are the sons of the prophets, and of the covenant which God made with our fathers, saying to Abraham, And in your seed all families of the earth shall be blessed. To you first, God, having raised up his servant Jesus, sent him to bless you in turning away every one of you from your iniquities. I'll go ahead and do the second one. Second one, it's God's covenant with Isaac's ancestors. Of course, God spoke to Abraham, and then he spoke to Isaac, and then he spoke to Jacob, and I'll cover that in the podcast. Prophecy is in Genesis 17:19. It said, Then God said, No, Sarah, your wife, shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac. I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his descendants after him. It was fulfilled in Romans 9:7, which says, Nor are they all children because they are seed of Abraham, but in Isaac your seed shall be called. So, Jesus comes from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He also comes and then goes all the way down through King David to eventually Jesus coming to the earth as the Messiah. So this was not a chance event. This was not something that just happened. God is in control. God knows what he's doing. And we can trust in God to take care of us when things get tough. So I would ask you to, later on this week, go to the podcast. We'll go more in depth with more verses. This is going to be truly a foundational teaching. I truly believe that everybody who proclaims themselves to be a Christian needs to hear this. So let people know about the podcast. It's called Living It Out with James Paul White. It will be on Google Podcast and Spotify later this week. So please tell your friends, tell your pastor, tell everybody. This is very, very important, and I truly believe it can be something that will strengthen people, it will equip people, and believers in Christ will be able to say, yes, I stand on the rock. I stand on something that's firm and foundational, and this isn't some just fairy tale that people made up a long time ago. There were many, many different writers of the Old Testament that prophesied about Jesus, and every single one of them came true. So, I hope you have a great week. Please continue to pray for this ministry. The YouTube channel is growing slowly, but ultimately, if it gets to a certain point, then I can retire from being a chaplain, and I can start traveling and teaching the Bible, which would what I would absolutely love to do. So, I hope you have a great week. For all my especially to my subscribers, I love you guys and gals, and have a great week.